Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madone and Cinnamon Sugar. Look, don't come for me. I already know I look a fool. I know my hair still raggedy. My hair actually was supposed to be done, or I should have finished it by the close of this morning, but it's all right. I'm cutting it close because I want my hair to be done before I leave and go home, right? Now, of course, I could take my supplies with me and do my hair at home, but I want everything to be done. I want most of my attention to be on my mama when I get there and all of that because some of y'all might remember because y'all been around for a little while. My mama's birthday will happen while I'm there. So this is gonna be the first time in whew, I'm not even gonna go there. It's a really long time since I have been in my mama's face, looking at her eye to eye when it has been her birthday. Of course, I was sending her money, I was sending her gifts, I was doing this and that from a distance, but this is gonna be the first time in a long time that I'm gonna be in her face, right there, loud, live, and in color when her birthday rolls around. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna do for her. Um, I am gonna throw some money in the account for her, but as far as like, part of me is wondering if I am going to go buy a couple of ingredients for breakfast because like everybody used to love when I would cook breakfast. Some kind of way, and I've said this before on here. I don't know how long ago I've said it, but some kind of way, like Saturday mornings, like when we were all go to school through the week, then Saturday roll around, my mama would want me to get up and make breakfast. Some kind of way, right hand to God, my mama's grits were always lumpy. My mama can burn. My mama can do all these things, but her grits were not like my grits. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know what that was about. So I might make her some grits. Now, if she was into shrimp and stuff like she used to be, I would do her a little thing of shrimp and grits. Might go get some Kaneka sausage and all of that. I mean, I know these aren't alkaline foods or whatever, but this is the holiday season. And ain't nobody trying to hear nothing about all of that right now. They are going to be receptive. They are going to be receptive when the holidays pass by because my mama has been receptive before. A lot of things are going on currently, and we all gonna be on track before it's all said and done. If it's the last thing I do, all of us are gonna be on track. So if nothing else, I'm gonna get the ball rolling again, and they're gonna see the progress again, and they're gonna be like, okay, she did that. Let me get my life in order. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm thinking of possibly making my mama some breakfast and asking her what she want me to do. I don't know if my mama will want me to bake anything because I'm pretty sure my brother has a lot of this stuff covered already. Um, my sister, I think she's gonna do a couple of things. I don't know because, like I said, none of them know I'm coming. None of them. None of them. They're not gonna know till I'm pulling up in the driveway and come to the door. Now, because of the time of the week that I'm coming, I don't know if my daddy gonna be at the house or not. Um, he might actually be there because since he's retired, he's not required to be at a shop. He's not retired. He's not expected to be at the family business's shop doing stuff. It's up to him when he want to get up, when he show up. The customers are always happy when he does show up. He makes his own hours. He don't have to do it. He's not on payroll. But the people live for when my daddy do show up. So I I might get there and my daddy might be outside working on some stuff because my daddy is always outside doing stuff. If it's not the time of year where he can be in his garden doing stuff or outside watching his garden as it's being watered, then he working on a vehicle or working on a lawnmower, working on something around the house, on the house, something. So I don't know. I'm very nervous, y'all. I'm very anxious. I hate driving long distances, but I gotta do it. I gotta lay eyes on my baby. But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and get into the foolishness that is the things that's been popping off of my job. Let me take this off for a minute. I'm gonna put it back on a little while. Because I want my hood on at some point in time. Because my hair look a fool. Anyway, y'all. So first of all, I gotta tell y'all what happened. So The same day that I did that upload for the Black owned business spotlight, I know y'all hear the foolishness. I know y'all hear the foolishness. Sounds like one of the enablers going down the stairs. Yeah. Anyway, um, so this is what happened. To make a long story short, when I did the Black owned business spotlight, the most recent one, on that same day, right after I turned the camera off for that, I turned it right back on and I did a what a day post. A whole lot of stuff had popped off at work. I don't even remember half of it. Like at this point, I don't even remember what all I told y'all. But I had done it, was gonna upload it. But what I have been doing as of late, whenever I do upload, is I'll delete other stuff in my phone to make room. So I deleted things and inadvertently ended up deleting that. And it was only because for some reason my phone made it seem like it was a whole nother file that I was deleting. So when I went and looked for it, I was like, where'd the video go? Like, I know I just recorded it. I just looked at it. Like, I just looked at it. And then all of a sudden it disappeared. And it's still doing that because there was a video when I did the Life Jennings Thoughts post the other day. I'm looking for the video that I had just trimmed down because, you know, for me, sometimes, like, I can screen record, right? And it doesn't have to have everything else in the background. I can just screen record it and it can only be what I need to show versus the time and how much battery life I have and other little posts that might be happening above it or below it. And so I'm looking like, where did that go? It had it showing as if it was a random picture. I'm talking about it didn't have a time stamp. Like it was like 20 seconds long or something like that, 16 to 20 seconds long. And it made it seem like it was a picture that I posted like a week ago on social media. And I'm like, oh, so now I'm really going to have to try to remember that this is something that's going on with my phone. Okay, I don't know why this is happening, but that hadn't happened before. Before, it was just me simply forgetting to upload something that I had already done because I was so tired. I would go lay down and finally go to sleep whenever the stupidity would stop happening above me. So that's what happened with that. Girl, go on somewhere. Go on. Child, and I'm talking about, and then they doing this on purpose. Like, y'all normally are loud as I don't know what, stomping across the floor, and now you're trying to tiptoe down the stairs. Why? Anyway. So anyway, so I'm gonna try to tell y'all about some of the stuff that had been going on. So there is going to be a slight update on the divorced man, married man, whatever he is, because he's been lying either way. No matter how you try to slice it, he's lying. And I ain't got time for it. But anyway, so y'all know my last day of work was Sunday. I ended up working 4 hours and I was able to get up out of there. Now the week prior, I got hit to work a 12 and not a 4. I already knew that I was gonna be, I was gonna have to work 8 hours because they didn't have anybody who volunteered to come in and work the 4 hours behind me. So I was like, it is what it is. I don't really care. I just want to get out of here and not have to come in here on Monday. I don't care what it is. A situation popped off, and the person who was supposed to come in on the next shift was tipped off that they were supposed to be there. He had already called off 2 days in a row, and he was going by the old uh, code of conduct and all that stuff, and that's not what it was. The old rules. And he's at the top of the rotation list. He was that week. He was literally at the very top of the rotation list. He was assigned to come in. His normal days are Mondays through Fridays, and they had him coming in on Sunday. He didn't know. So somebody tipped him off, and I told the person who was texting him, I was like, hey, while you're telling him that, tell him to call out after 6 so that I don't get hit. And the only reason why I was saying that is because he has FMLA. if you're somebody who has active FMLA and all that stuff, they cannot penalize you if you call off late. Late is considered less than 2 hours ahead of time. Now they talking about 2.5. But anyway, so yeah, I said, yeah, tell him to just call out after 6, so I can go ahead and be done and not have to, come in. My partner the whole time was like, you're gonna have to work. I think that was that same day that he and I argued for 2 hours straight. That was hilarious. That's literally that's what happened that day. We argued for 2 hours straight. I don't remember if I told y'all about that, but yeah, we argued for 2 hours straight. It was crazy. It was funny though. But it's okay because this Sunday I only had to work 4 and I left up out of there. And it was good. So, beginning of the week, up until I think that whole week, I worked with my partner. And at first, they made it seem like I was going to have to work with somebody else that Saturday. But I got to work with my partner. So, I worked with him 5 days. On my 6th day, I ended up working with one of the new people. Now, keep in mind, one of the new people is somebody who he be looking at me all the time. And I'm just like, okay, not sure what that's about. But I'm going to get into that. So, tell me why one of the other people who, he got there after me, but he's not so new anymore. He approached me like probably about a week ago now. Was like, yeah, so I heard you're dating. How's that going? And I was like, what? He was like, I heard you're dating. So how's that going? And like really proceeded to prop up. And like he was, trying to get the tea. And I'm looking at him like, now, we had this conversation. I told you I'm not dating anybody. I'm single and not looking for anything. I'm good where I'm at. Now, it goes without saying, if I want something, it will happen. If you know, you know. So I'm just like, but I'm not looking for anything. I'm good where I'm at. Y'all stay trying me. I'm good. So he was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. Where are you hearing this from? Like, that's, of course, my next question. Like, what is you talking about? Where is this even coming from? And he was like, oh, disregard, never mind. I was like, no, who told you? So then he gonna walk off. I'm like, So, of course, my wheels are spinning and I'm trying to figure out who told this lie. Like, every month now, it seems like a new rumor has appeared. And I'm like, why? I don't understand the obsession with me. I don't understand it. I don't do nothing but come to work and go home. Like, I don't get it. So then, like, 2 days after that, he gonna roll up on me while I'm in the middle of work. And he was like, yeah, I heard some things about you. And I was like, okay, so what rumor have you heard? Because I've heard rumors too. So I'm trying to figure out, if he gonna say, oh, I heard you sleeping with a married man. That's what I'm thinking he finna say. He gonna tell me, yeah, so I heard you got all these men's nose wide open. I was like, what? He was like, I heard you got all these men noses wide open. I'm talking about he cheesing hard. I'm like, what are you talking about? So he was like, these men going crazy over you. I said, look, first of all, you already came to me a couple of days ago with a lie, talking about I'm dating somebody, got somebody, and all this other stuff. I don't even know where you got that from. Like, where did you even get that from? So then he gonna try to act like, oh, who told me that? Like, he really tried to act like he was pondering upon something. And all the while, he gonna lie, talking about, oh, I don't even remember who told me that. But no, but yeah, that's what I've been hearing lately. I was like, look, whether you heard something or not, I'm gonna need if anybody actually got their nose open, I'm gonna need for them to close it immediately. Like, he started dying laughing. Like it man about to be in the flow. I said what I said. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Don't roll up. Like, none of that. I'm good where I'm at. I don't be having time. These people be trying to test my gangster. All of y'all married. All of y'all got girlfriends. All of y'all got fiancés. All of y'all trash. Like, stop. It's like everybody who live for me, it's something wrong with them. They got something going on. I don't want no parts of that, baby. I just don't. I am over here living in my solitude. I have all kinds of amazing peace going on over here. When I don't have no dealings with y'all, life goes great for me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I done already told y'all this person gonna come from out of nowhere, out the bushes. Created a whole nother profile just to try to talk to me. Only to try to tell me to kick rocks, to call me the N-word. All disrespectful and some more, owe me money. And I'm still not coming out of my mouth sideways to him, despite how disrespectful he's being. And you think that I want something to do with y'all? No, I'm good where I'm at. I'm tired. I'm tired. Like y'all have nothing to offer. Most of y'all have absolutely nothing to offer but heartache, wasted time, trash sex. I don't, who wants that? Who want it? I don't. I'm good where I'm at. Sorry, I'm good where I'm at. What are we talking about? So I was like, no, I don't know where you get that from. It is what it is. Now, keep in mind, this entire time, the one dude that work up there who lived for me for whatever reason, he offered to cut staring. I'm like, yeah, every time I look up, he's staring at me. One of the things I was gonna tell y'all that didn't, make it to light because it got deleted was that this particular guy got into it with the side heifer. So I'm minding my business. I'm on one of my breaks, and the side heifer's friend, partner, whatever, she roll up on me, and she trying to be cautious because all kinds of ears might be around. And she was like, "Guess what? She just got into it with the new dude." And I'm like, "Who?" And I said the guy's name. She was like, "Yes, they just got into it real bad. I can't believe she already got into it with him." And it's funny because, heifer, you think that's your friend, but it's not. They pretty much are playing this "oh, we're friends" foolishness because the side heifer has nobody to like fall back on anymore. Because one minute it was she was cool with her and not cool with the other woman. And then when she wasn't cool with the other woman, she was back cool with her partner. Like she would just take turns falling out with both of them. And I'm just like, girl, I really can't. And then they would go back and forth talking about one another. And every now and again, the two women would fall out with her at the same time. And both of them would come to me reading her and talk about how she talking about me. And it's sad that she's saying all these things about me. And the whole response from me would be like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. You're not finna get nothing out of me. The most I've ever said was, I don't understand why she has this pent up hostility and all of this energy towards me when I don't have the slightest interest in that woman's man, that wife's husband, which is the man she's screwing. I mean, this is common knowledge to everybody on all shifts. Everybody knows this. That's literally the only thing I've said, and that was just to one of them. And she's the one out of the three of them who's actually married, so she agreed. And I'm just like, girl, I don't have energy for it. Like I don't like him at all. He gets a I'm like, I'm fine, how are you? When he goes out of his way to speak to me. Like I can't. The other day, minding my business, he bypasses me on purpose because he can walk fast, but most of the time he chooses to walk behind me so that he can get his view of the cheeks, I guess, whatever. Everybody live for me because of my booty and my lips. Like whatever, it is what it is. I know what it is. I am one of the many women who is viewed as the modern day Sarah Baartman. Whatever. I just wish I would find something else to live for. I just really do. Like it's exhausting. But anyway, so that's what he do. He'll, stay behind me and walk at my pace so he can watch me walk. So this particular day, he zooms past me, and I'm like, ooh, good, because I didn't even know you was back there. But then, as we got up to the front, and he turned the corner, he bent the corner, then he turned all the way around to look at my face. Sir, what was the reason? Y'all, I promise y'all, like, he be doing the most just to look at me. Or if he doesn't do something like that, he'll make a point to, like, look in a mirror so that he can look at me. And I just be like, why? Why? You don't put this much energy into looking at the side heifer. You be looking like you are just tired of your spirit of her, but I guess making little runs to go get you food and things, spending her money is enough. And her being a dummy, a big enough dummy to let you borrow her truck so he can go screw other people in it without her knowledge is, enough for you to just still deal with her. I can't. I really can't. But yeah, he do little random stuff. I just be like, what? He still goes out of his way to ask people about me. And I'm like, why? Y'all know about the rumor that's going on currently where him or somebody has people in that place thinking that he and I are actively screwing. For what? For what? I don't brag on my box. I really, really don't. But the reactions that I have gotten from the use of my box would have definitely had him sing another tune. his actions would be 100% different from what he's giving right now. Because if he had had any part of me, even on my worst day, he would be sniffing up behind me like a dog, like a hound dog in the woods. I'm just saying. He'll be going and buying me food in the middle of the night and bringing it back to me. He will be going and doing these things for me. He'll be handing me money to fill my gas tank up. He'll be handing me money to pay bills for me. I'm just saying, if this is what it was, if there was any validity to any of this, do y'all think I would have came on here saying, hey y'all, this is AL Think Madame, I'm going to do this right here. Hey, can y'all, if you can spare it, can you send me some money so I can make sure I have me enough gas money, da-da-da-da. Y'all think I would do that? No, because I would have already had the gas money. He would have been handing me the gas money. Look, the young dude already trying to hand me gas money, and I'd have had to tell him, if you don't go somewhere and sit down and use that money for your children. I'm just saying, like people like he's doing that because he's been trying to encourage me ever since before he no longer was working at that job to go home. And I told him, I'm gonna go. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to go though, because you know how the schedule is. You know they got us working over all the time. I'm gonna lose my job. I got too many occurrences. Too many things is popping off. And I mean, like, some of my occurrences, they were because of my hand. I did not want to use my PTO for that because I already knew all I needed to do was to sit at home and rest and rehab my hand. So I was like, no, I'm going to use that. And then they made a point to not even tell me about the other options that I had, that Workman's Comp would have, or whoever these people were, they would have paid for me being off. I wouldn't have had to go see nobody. I already told you the people that were there saw my hand swell before their eyes. It didn't even swell until I actually went somewhere and sat down. So, like, it was just it was too much going on. And in my mind, I was just like, look, I'm calling out. I'm not coming to work for 2 days. I know I'm close to the top of the rotation list. I know they need me. I was supposed to book a 12-hour shift that day and didn't even work a full hour into that shift, into my shift. And all kinds of stuff went on. It just was popping off. So anyway, y'all, I can't. Let me see what else. I'm trying to see what else I want to tell y'all about before. So the dude that I told y'all about who came from somewhere else, he actually was able to get a bid. So I think in the next couple of weeks, like a week or two, he's going to be going to the shift that he wants to go to. And so I read him all the time. I'm like, you're a traitor. I said what I said. He'd be like, why would you say that? Like, he really be dying laughing. But then he'd be like, why do you feel this way about me? If y'all could be a fly on the wall, his reactions, everybody just be like, what is going on over there? Like, because they'll hear, like, the tail end or the middle of our conversation. Because I really be, y'all, look, wait a minute. Let me say y'all what I did to him one day. I did this in front of the supervisor and everything. I do not, if you get comfortable enough with me, I'm going to do all kinds of random things, and you are going to be here for it. So this is what I did. Look, wait a minute. Look, I got to get this off my hand because I don't want to mess my shirt up. Gotta make sure ain't none of this good old butter and things. The butter's on my hand. Y'all, I rolled up on him. I forgot what I said to him in that particular moment because he does a lot of things to where I need to hem him up. Like, I have to show him, like, you cannot try to sit up here and try to test my gangster. Y'all, I gathered his shirt up like this. The supervisor was up there. The side heifer saw me. Everybody, this is what I did to him. He on the receiving end of this, right? And so I said something to him, and I was like, the way I was talking to him, right? That's the only thing I remember about that moment. I forgot what I was talking to him about. And so he was dying, laughing at me. He was like, well, why would you do this? I was like, look, don't try to tell. Only thing I remember telling him at the tail end of that is, I done told you, don't try to test my gangster. Listen, be the G. I had to tell him one day, I was like, did I introduce you to B the G? He was like, what? Who is that? I was like, my gangster. You know what I'm saying? I have to push her down. I have to keep her down because if I don't keep her down, it's going to be a problem. That man started dying. I was like, oh, you can laugh all you want. I'm just trying to tell you. I have saved you several times. I have saved the side heifer several times because I have pushed her down. Because she has almost jumped out at times. Like, I was about to stomp her out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to stomp a mud hole in this heifer because she always tried to test somebody's gangster. She's been the only one who's been close enough to bringing the gangster out of me. and I'm not trying to go to jail. So if I don't sit there and remind myself, like, girl, you're not trying to go to jail, don't do this, then the case is gonna come out, and then they're gonna end up carding me out, and I don't have time. So anyway, that's something that happened. But yeah, he's going to another shift. I read him for that. So he going, this other person going, and this other guy already left and did something else. So we already down 3 people. We're supposed to be getting 5 people. One of them we don't think gonna make it. Child, he trashed, and like we got like 5 people, right? 5 new people. So basically, we just replacing people with people who left. I done put in. I told y'all I've been putting in for jobs. Tell me when I got a job interview when I get back. That week when I get back, I got a job interview. I don't know how it's gonna go for another department in the new department, child. I don't know. We gonna see. But the side heifers supervisor rolled up on me several times and reminded me of it. And then he brought me a sticky note and was like, hey, you got this meeting. I just wanted to let you know. And so I asked him, like, what is it for? Because I put in for several ones that I was interested in. He said one thing, but then something he said in particular stood out. And I'm like, it can't be for that job if you're telling me this. So he named off the first job that I put in for. And then he said, I think you said that you had a shift preference. Da, 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 da. So I was like, wait a minute now. Because I really didn't want the other job, but I was just trying to get from, up here dealing with this raggedy heifer. But when he said that, I'm like, okay, I think he got that wrong. And it's the job I really want. And I might actually get the shift I want, depending on how many people put in for it. I don't know. I think a lot of people put in for it. Pray that I get it if it's meant to be, y'all, because it is what it is. So that's another update. I will let y'all know how that goes. Okay, so to end this video, let me tell y'all what happened. So one of y'all responded to the last What Are They post that I put up, where I was telling y'all about how the married man tried to test my gangster by rolling up on a whole nother heifer at work, talk about I'm married but I'm about to get divorced and wanting to screw her. I think you can basically be my little yeah with the yeah. Listen, that's something I be saying a lot lately. Like, I be playing with people. I play with the young dude and I be like, yeah, you my little yeah with the yeah. And I say that the guy back home is my little yeah with the yeah to him, because he be acting jealous. And I'm like, why are you acting like this? You ain't my man. Like, what the? I be dying. But anyway, I think he secretly likes when I say that somebody's my little yeah with the yeah. But anyway, that's why I be saying it, and it's funny. So, y'all, I'm trying to figure out where to start. Okay, so one of y'all said something in that video. Y'all made a comment the other day. So yesterday I responded to it. I think you responded yesterday to it. And you basically were like, live it like I am. Because it's like you did all this and you end up being trash like the other people. Okay, cool. Do what you do. Tell me why. Not long after that, he ended up calling me yesterday. This man that said, hey, bye, nothing to me since October the 2nd. You got my whole phone number. You got my social media. You know where I live. You were supposed to come over here so that you could vent to me and talk to me about the passing of your mama, because you haven't had anybody to talk to about it. Let you tell it. You have not been able to be open with anybody, to be able to be free and just talk to somebody about anything going on in your life and not feel judged. Okay? And you all of a sudden felt that when you were talking with me. And I told him, you should have never felt that way. You should have been very 100% comfortable with your partner. You had a whole wife. What you mean you ain't never felt comfortable just being yourself with your wife? That's crazy to me. So, it is what it is. So I told y'all he was supposed to come over here. He hadn't been getting sleep. I already told y'all prior to his mom passing away, he was barely getting sleep then. It's gotten even worse, right? So my plan was to get him some chamomile tea. I got off work that last day that I worked. And then I ended up going to the store as soon as I got off, because that was on my mind. Because I was like, oh my gosh, this man need to get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Above all else, I'm thinking that he is my friend, right? So I'm treating you like, despite the fact that I like you or whatever, even though I'm trying my best not to like you, because everything in me is fighting it. Because I'm like, no, I know you're going to try me. I don't know what it is, but I know you're going to try me. All of y'all try me. So no, I don't need to like you, but I like you. I got off work, went to Walmart, picked up some chamomile tea. Let me go get the tea so I can show y'all what it looked like. So this is the tea I got him, y'all. Only reason why I got it, considering it's not fully alkaline, because of the flavored part of it. And I think the flavor is the vanilla and the cinnamon. I'm pretty sure it's not the real cinnamon that was in it. That real cinnamon that it should be. See if I can get that to focus again. Okay. But this was plus melatonin on top of that. So I'm like, okay, all right. See, I have a little shelf table, side table situation over here where I have teacups, alkaline, hold on. Yeah, I got alkaline teas and everything over there. Look, I got some of them that I haven't even put up yet because I got to figure out how I want to really put them. This is from her Black Friday sale, y'all. Mucus Buster. I'm just going to show y'all some of them. This is going to help me. This is the Vanish Cravings one. I already told y'all, if y'all have not checked her site out, get to checking it out now. The Goddess Collection. This is Crystal Alkaline Doula. This is a picture of her. Okay? Beautiful woman, natural. She's everything. I wish I had enough money to where if I were to ever get pregnant, I could book her to be my doula. Because I do not want to give birth in a hospital. It's just a lot of things going on. The last one I'm going to show y'all is this one. It's called Sugar Cravings Eliminator, okay? But, y'all, I spent over $200. Let me give it again. I spent over $200 for her quote-unquote Black Friday sale. I don't care if it's 2% off. If she has a percentage off and I need some more, I'm going to get some more. So I ended up, I got all of these. I already had like maybe 6 or 7. Oh, and I got some toothpaste. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to go on the website actually to see how that works because I didn't get any directions. Oh yeah. I didn't show y'all. I told y'all I was getting certain things. Here's one and here's the other. Outside of the different teas, I got the Santo Paulo and my Dragon Blood Sage. I'm very excited to get some of these demons up out of this building. Hallelujah in the name. But yeah, y'all. So, sorry. But the thing is, I bought this tea for him. First of all, I know that he's not alkaline and he ain't really going to be here for the taste that tea gives. Once it steeps and does everything it's supposed to do, I follow directions. Even if I doctor it up, he might take a sip and be like, nah. So I was like, I'm just going to give him something that'll be more palatable for him. I'm thinking of that first because I want him to still ultimately go to sleep. Chamomile is going to do that. Okay? So that's why I was like, let me go to the store and get him some chamomile tea. I've been telling him about chamomile tea for the longest. He wouldn't get it. So I said, I'm going to do him the favor and I'm going to get this for him. I'm going to send him home with this minus one bag, because he's going to use a bag here. 16 bags in this, okay? So he's going to have 15 left. I was going to send him away with that, a bottle of either date syrup or agave nectar, one of the two, so that he can sweeten it, so it can not be full on, sugar. And at the time, I think I had some key limes, so I was going to send him some key limes because I was going to put a key lime in it, the squeeze of a key lime, the juice of a key lime, excuse me, I always say the squeeze. The juice of a key lime was going to be in it, even if it was half of one or a whole one. And I was just going to continue to doctor it up in a way where it would be very flavorful and palatable for him. Cool. So in my mind, I had already planned this. I'm like, okay. So I went to the store, did all that. This ended up being like between 50-something and 80-something cents. This is typically $4 to $8. Okay, so to me, I'm like, okay, this is definitely something that was meant to happen. Like, it's meant for me to get this for him, whatever. Like, it's meant for him to come over to my house today, later on tonight, rather. So I got that, and I had already gotten his birthday gift, his belated birthday gift, because I did not give him his birthday gift when his birthday came around in July. Okay, he was doing this ghosting thing or whatever and some other stuff, and I had already gotten it before he had ghosted me or whatever, been acting funny. The communication went where it needed to be. So I was like, it is what it is. But then, like I said, like he was just like, I gotta stop doing this. And he started realizing you need to do what you need to do if you want to keep me around. Like, I don't believe nothing you say to me, sir. So had the toothbrush, which there are heads that come with that particular toothbrush, got them a cute, y'all look. Listen, I started using that toothbrush a month or two ago. And wait a minute, October. Yeah. Since I started using it like right before, so September is when I started using the toothbrush. I charged that toothbrush one time. That is the only time that I charged it. I still have yet to charge it again. That toothbrush is the truth. And the amount of heads that come with it, it's supposed to last for 2 years. So anyway, I said, okay, let me, this will be his birthday gift. He cares about his teeth. He has a nice smile. Cool. So I didn't tell him that I had any of these things. He never came, whatever, y'all. I told y'all he never came. So I was like, okay, maybe he gonna tell me he had an emergency with his son. Never to this day explained to me why he never showed up. Sir, for all you know, you could have been getting certain things outside of this. But, in all seriousness, he was supposed to get hugs. He was definitely supposed to get support. He was supposed to get a listening ear because of everything that he experienced with his mama, because that was very sudden. He is the one who has had to shoulder the burden of her funeral expenses by himself, even though he has other siblings. And people stay trying him. And you know what I'm saying? He was supposed to just further vent and give me updates and let me know what was going on with that. Never showed up, didn't say nothing. So then, like I told y'all in the other video, all of a sudden, you rolling up on somebody who I'm cool with, trying to holler at her. But in the same breath, you telling me all the time, I love you, I want you, I gotta have you. Are you gonna allow me to come with you to go to Alabama to visit your folks because I want to talk to your daddy and ask him for permission to date you? And then not long after that, after we've dated, when the time is right, asking for your hand in marriage. Excuse me? But you can't say, hey, bye, nothing to me. And you got my whole number. You ain't said nothing to me in months. Y'all, I was going to go down I'm talking about just for the messages that are on social media. I was going to go down the list and show y'all, just to tell y'all the stuff he was saying to me. I wanted to play some of the video footage in the background. I deleted it though. Of him in 4K. I had video messages of this man in 4K. Like, if I wanted to, I could scroll back to those two, where he was like, I know we friends, and you gonna probably take this the wrong way or think I'm crazy for saying this, but even though we friends, I love you more than a friend. I see a future with you. He over here talking about he see us together at family functions and all that, and I know how the family functions go because as I've told y'all before, one of my close friends is dating one of his cousins, and I'm cool with a lot of his other cousins or whatever, and they cool people. The functions that he's talking about, one of his aunts, she throws these functions all throughout the year until like the end of the summer or whatever, like outdoor barbecues, like anything you could have possibly wanted to eat and drink is there, having a good old time, good music, all of that. And he was talking about he would love to take me. His wife used to like to go all the time. Cool. This man talking to me about his mama all the time, way before she passed away. All the time. I was about to tell y'all the messages about how he would sit up there and like sporadically, just randomly just talk about his mama. Talk about he done told his mama about me, like after the wife supposedly moved out. Oh, okay. I want you to meet my mama. Oh, okay. Over here making it seem like when it gets to a certain point, I know my ex-wife is going to feel some type of way about you. So I want to wait a little while before we go to that step. If we go to that step where you would come to my house, because she's at the stage now where she just popping up at random and just dropping my son off at all times of the day and night. So if she were to see my car outside right now, even though I'm single and you're here, she going to have a problem. And I said to him, that sounds crazy to me. There should be boundaries. I don't understand why she would be popping up unless you've said to her and y'all have agreed upon times that she's supposed to be dropping y'all's son off to be with you, I don't understand why she popping up like that. It ain't like she got a job like that. Why she got to pop up all day, every day, at random times? What if you had plans? What if you and I were dating and you had plans with me and she said, oh, okay, now I want to ruin your plans? And see, that's why, for me, one of the ultimate tests this past summer was to see if he was going to say, okay, and catch on and pick up what I was putting down. So some of y'all might remember when I told y'all that I was going to these music festivals, right? The first music festival that I was going to go to, I had told him about it. And he was like, oh, okay, you going to that? And I told him how much the tickets were. So then the second time I told him about it, I'm thinking he's gonna be like, okay, let me get a ticket. Because I was saying to him, like, I was throwing little hints, but I was trying to see if he was gonna pick up what I was putting down, like I said, right? Because if he would have been picking up what I was putting down, all the people who were gonna be there in the city would have seen us together. They would have saw me dancing on him, having the time of my life, and not caring that he and I are out being seen in public, right? So that's me trying to dip my toe into the dating pool. You over here asking me out on dates, and I'm saying, no, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. And I'm going to sit up here and set it off. And now I'm trying to, see how this date gonna go. You done did everything except go on a date. You wasn't gonna have to work. See, he had time. I told y'all he took off randomly, ain't say nothing to me after his mom passed away. I'm talking about after the bereavement, all that stuff. So then he took a week off. I was like, oh, but you couldn't take a day off to spend with me so we can go out on this date. Enjoy good music, the type of music that you and I both love. But you take off, you ain't told me you was off. You normally don't leave and go nowhere. So you own the outs with your daddy. You ain't here for your daddy right now. So it's not like you're going out of town to where your daddy lived like you originally planned to do earlier in the year. So where did you go? Were you actually still married and you lied to me? Like, what? In my mind, I have so many questions now because you made it seem like you weren't married anymore. You told me that the divorce decree came in the mail and you got it and that you could show it to me at any time and never produced it. So now you're making me feel like what you told old girl might actually be the truth. And if it's not, then I don't understand why you're rolling up on her saying what you said. And see, this is why I didn't want to have feelings for nobody. This is why I don't want to like nobody. This is why I don't want to date nobody. People are sneaky and lying for literally no reason. I done told you what I done been through. I told you what my ex did to me. I told you what my exes did to me. But you don't even know that I know you've been out here trying me. But you thought that I was supposed to be able to say, oh yeah, let me give him a chance. I'm going to give him a chance. And I'm supposed to buy into you talking about you love me, you want to be with me. Every time, y'all, I had so many messages where I kept saying to him, I was like, dang, I really was saying this in person and in text messages and on social media in our personal DMs and stuff, where I kept saying to him, hey, maybe you need to just let me find you somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? Like, I can't give you what you probably want, so let me help you find somebody. And he like, no, I'll wait. I want you. I know what I want. And I mean, he just really would just, no matter what I would say to him, he like, I don't want nobody. I want you. I don't want nobody else. I want you. I don't want nobody else. I want you. I can't tell. I cannot tell. And now I'm kind of kicking myself because old boy that I ghosted 14 and a half, 15 years ago lived for me. Like he really lived for me. I ghosted a good man because I was fearful that he was going to try me the way that this dude did. And like everybody else before him. It's a shame. But yeah, he tried to call me the other day, yesterday, after that video comment showed up. I was like, not him actually calling. I think I was responding. to the comment. And I said, you would not believe this man literally just called me. Out of nowhere. You ain't said, hey, bye, nothing to me outside of work when you knew you was, it's like you know you're wrong, but then you know I'm not gonna be evil and not speak. If nothing else, I'm gonna speak back to you, even if you somebody I don't fool with. If you speak to me first, I'll speak back. That's the Southern hospitality in me. But for you to sit up here and now all of a sudden you know my number again, oh, okay, no, I'm good. I looked at that number, I was screw faced. Like, who is he calling? Like, I really looked at my phone like, y'all, if y'all would have saw my face, y'all, I tell y'all, guess what? So as he was calling, I was like, I know that ain't him calling me. Y'all, I screenshot it so quick, right? And I blocked his number out in the screenshot and sent it to the young dude. So this is the other part I gotta tell you. I'm gonna let y'all go. So I screenshot it and sent it to him, right? I was like, why is he calling me? All of a sudden, they saying nothing. Like, for what? That man called me with the quickness. He was like, no, what he doing calling? I was like, I don't know what he calling me for, but I ain't answer the phone. Like, I think old boy think that I'm going to, just be like, oh no, I'm going to be typical me. And I'm just going to let him back in. No. I cannot stand somebody lying to me. You lying to me for literally no reason. There was no reason to lie. And I say to, and it's crazy because I would say to him all the time, you ain't got to lie. He'd be like, well, I have no reason to lie to you. Well, why are you lying to other people? Or why are you lying? Inadvertently, you are lying to me. Because you're trying to make it seem like you live for me and want me. But I have already told you, you have to show and prove. I've had too many people that would say all these things and the actions did not match up. But y'all, I ended up sending him a screenshot. Tell me why. He said, he ended up calling me again later on that day. He was like, tell me why his pictures and stuff started like popping up. Like they keep recommending him as a friend. And usually when that happens, it's because these people started looking you up out of nowhere. So he didn't got in his feelings yet again. And he, I guess, sees that he likes certain posts of mine, because you can't just go and look and see, oh, that's her friends list. No, you can't see who's on my friends list. I have it set where you can't see that. So he would go to a post that he has access to all my posts for right now. He will be blocked. Like I said, before the end of 2022. He gonna see that I went home. Oh, I'm gonna definitely get some more phone calls, and I'll let y'all know about how those went, because I'm not gonna answer the phone. He gonna see that I say that I'm at home in Alabama and I made it there, and I'm gonna thank everybody that ain't him, and he gonna be looking crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know how that go. But he was just like, it keep on popping up. He keep on looking into me. He cannot stand that boy. He cannot stand that boy. He ain't never had to work with him before, and I'm confused. Like, he really vented to me months upon months ago, like, man, I can't stand him. What you say that young dude name is? And I told him, and he was like, man, I can't stand him. Like, he was venting. I was looking like, it ain't making sense. I was like, what you talking about? It didn't make sense to me as to why he didn't like him, though. And I feel like his hate for him grew once he saw that I was cool with him. Like, I already, before I became cool with him, I had this, I speak to you, but I don't know about you kind of feeling about him. And so then, you know what I'm saying, once I actually got to know him, he cool. Well, once he found out about that, of course he was in his feelings, because it's another man that he feels threatened by. And I'm like, oh, he's a younger dude, and it's obvious that he liked me. And I mean, it is what it is, but I'm good. I don't want no parts. It is what it is. Y'all, that boy asked to lick me from the rooter to the tutor almost every day. Almost every day. My ex and his baby mama can attest to this, because she's still tracking my phone. I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious. My phone does certain things, and it started doing certain things when she started tracking our phones. And that's how she found out that he was cheating on me with her and other women. Yeah, y'all. But anyway, that's the video. I just wanted to give y'all an update on all the foolishness that has been going on. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the shenanigans. I am about to go and wash my hair. If worse comes to worse, I might not be able to put up this black-owned business product, but I hope I will be able to do it, because it's going to be short and sweet, because I'm not going to be able to do the whole thing. Y'all might like this one. Y'all really might like this one. I'm excited. I'm gonna go wash my hair and then I'm gonna come back later on to do the Black Owned Business Spotlight on this. Okay, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.